Welcome back everyone to another TCBM. This is one that I was really looking forward to, and it took a long time for me to finally get this. This is coming from the UK, and it wasn't this person's fault at all. But we'll go ahead and start off with the note first. It says, "Dear TheCatsMeowth, thank you very much for doing this trade with me, as I've been watching you since your first Dragon's Exalted booster box, and it's nice to finally give something back to you. Also, could you thank your boyfriend for all of the brilliant one-liners he has delivered? From George, aka PokemonBattlez on YouTube, also at PokemonBattlez, I can't tell if that's Pokemon or Pokemon right there, Battles on Twitter. His address is on the other side, so I won't be showing that part. And the cards we traded for, Repeat Ball for a deck, Reverse Vulpix for my collection, Scorched Earth for my collection, and a Reverse Hawlucha for a deck. And then the big card, Secret Rare Dive Ball. So funny enough, and I always do this with my boyfriend every time I'm working on a set. We kind of make a guess on what the last card of the set I think will be. For me to actually complete, the hardest card to trade for. And I thought for sure it was going to be the Secret Rare Switch, and if it wasn't the Secret Rare Switch, it was going to be another of these gold cards. Funny enough, I have all the gold cards. Unless I mess something up, I'll have to double check my collection, of course. But I do have all the Secret Rare cards, and of the ones that I need left, most of them are 3 or 4 of the full arts, and there's so many full arts, it's really not that surprising that I'm still looking for some of them. But funny enough, I still don't have a holo Excadrill. Go figure. Haven't even seen one, and I've opened up 3 boxes, tins, collection boxes, loose packs, cannot pull that Excadrill, and I think the only offer I had for it was one where the guy wanted an ultra rare for it, and I'm sorry, even though it's there, I would rather pay the $1 to Troll and Toad, or $2 to Troll and Toad, with shipping, to get a single holo card than to waste the postage and as well as, the trade for an ultra rare. Just not fair. So I'll go into a little bit of what happened with this poor guy's trade, because while this was an international trade, so we expect it to take a little bit longer, this took several weeks to get in. And essentially what happened is my postman, we figured out that we've pretty much got a new postman recently because we've been having so many problems getting things on time. With this being an international trade, he sent it via registered mail. Very safe. It requires your signature to get it. Don't blame him at all for going ahead and choosing that service. With registered mail, your mail person is supposed to attempt to get your signature before leaving you a notice, which means they walk up to your front door, they ring or knock, and they hope that you answer so you can sign for the package. My mail person doesn't do that. He just assumes that no one is home and puts a notice in the box and keeps on going. Even though I work third shift, so I'm home every single day. He never comes up to the door. Complained many times, and it's the post office, it's government, so they say, who cares? We're not going to bother with you. This time, though, he went above and beyond the laziness factor. Not only did he not come up to the door and ask for my signature, which is required to get the package, but he didn't even bother to put the notification card in. And the way the post office works is they'll hold their package at the post office for, I think, 7 to 10 days, sending you a notification card every 2 to 3 days until either you sign the card and give it back to them for them to redeliver it, you go down to the post office to pick it up yourself and sign for it there, or you do nothing about it and then it's a return to sender issue. Technically, in those 7 to 10 days, I should have been sent, by their own standards of every 2 to 3 days, at least 3 to 4 notifications. I got 1, and it was the final notice that was saying, hey, if you don't come down to the post office pretty much tomorrow and get this package, we're going to be shipping it back. So I went down there, went ahead and signed for it, picked up my package, and I did mention that I had not received any other notifications, nor did I get an attempt to get the signature directly. And they made the same excuses, oh, well, you probably didn't hear the doorbell ring or the door, someone knocking. Explained to them that this has always happened. Our post office person has never bothered to come to the door. We do have a couple dogs that are inside if you know, I'm asleep or something like that, or, you know, most of the time they're inside if I'm inside. I don't know if people are just scared of them, but they've been doing this even since I lived back with my parents. So sorry for the long ramble, but I'm just terribly sorry for this PokemonBattlez guy, because he's had to wait. You know, because obviously I'm not going to send at the same time with, I don't believe we've actually traded before. And so, you know, I can't trust that he wasn't trying to scam me or something like that. So, of course, I don't send until I receive his. And with all the delays on, you know, something that was not his fault at all, you know, it ends up just hurting him. You know, he's got to wait longer. And while I had to wait a little longer to get my stuff, you know, he's got to wait the longest. So I really do apologize that you had to go through all this. Maybe if I just complained every single time this happens, because the next TCBM that you'll see in a couple of days, we had another similar problem with this. So maybe if I just keep on whining, maybe they'll finally do something. But, you know, it's the post office. They do what they want, and there's nothing, unfortunately, that as taxpayers we can do about it, because they're just government, and they're gonna do what they want. But thank you so much for sending this beautiful dive ball, the deck cards, the reverses. Very happy to get them, and I hope that you're happy with your cards as well.